giving off an economic signal that if that information is revealed, it's going to have an effect. Well, otherwise, why would you spend the work? So in many of those cases, the effect that it will have is a push to reform of the organisation that is concealing some kind of abuse or some plan for some future abuse. And so by selectively going after that information, as opposed to all the other sorts of information out there, which there are a vast amount, we are able to selectively bring about just change.
The arrival of WikiLeaks coincides with a whole almost a sense of permanent war. The term permanent war, perpetual war, is constantly used now in the United States, where we have two wars running together and other secret wars. In the information that you have revealed on WikiLeaks about these so-called endless wars, what has been the real high-value material that has come out that has given people, ordinary people if you like, the kind of information upon which they can then act?
Looking at the enormous quantity and diversity of these military or intelligence apparatus insider documents, what I see is a vast, sprawling estate, what we would traditionally call the military intelligence complex or military industrial complex, and that this sprawling industrial estate is growing, becoming more and more secretive, becoming more and more uncontrolled. This is not a sophisticated conspiracy controlled at the top. This is a vast movement of self-interest by thousands and thousands of players all working together and against each other to produce an end result, which is Iraq and Afghanistan and Colombia and keeping that going. So what I see is we should, we often deal with tax havens and people hiding assets and transferring money through offshore tax havens. So I see some really quite remarkable similarities. Guantanamo is used for laundering people to an offshore haven, which doesn't follow the rule of law that we would normally expect. Tax haven is used for hiding people's assets, laundering people's assets through a jurisdiction which doesn't follow the rule of law that we would expect in our home countries. Similarly,